what they do, they come as sweet. They are always nice people.
Very gentle,
That's
sweet talking.
even when you are talking about them to people, people don't believe you. They are
Yes,
like,
they
what
see you
are
as
you
the problem.
saying? You are now the problem.
They see you as the
so
problem.
they are always so nice, so kind, so in fact now and then what they do is they are very particular about their victims. They don't choose people anyhow. They look for people they can control because they have that controlling. They are controlling
Yes,
people.
yes.
Hard Talk with Lydia.
Welcome to another episode of Hard Talk with Lydia. Today we have with us on the show Mrs. Celine Doris Dandy. She is a makeup artist and a marriage counselor, and she's very good. So, Mrs. Celine Doris, you're welcome on the show.
Thank you very much for having me, Ma.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you.
So, guys, we're going to go straight into the story. When I met my husband, I thought I had met the perfect man. He was handsome, confident, intelligent, and had this rare kind of charm that could make anyone feel seen. He spoke with calm authority, always sure of himself, always certain about what he wanted, and what he wanted was me. He said all the right words. He studied me, knew what I wanted to hear, and gave it to me in doses so sweet. I mistook them for love. You're special, he would say. You are not like those other girls who beg for attention. I didn't know then that this was how narcissists begin, with worship before the war. For the first few months after our wedding, life seemed fine. But then, small cracks began to appear, and I didn't even realize they were signs of abuse. It started with suggestions. You don't need to talk to that friend again. She's jealous of you. That dress is too revealing. I don't want men staring at my wife. You don't have to work so hard. I can take care of us. At first, I thought he was protective, caring, but soon those suggestions became rules. He'll go through my phone, question every missed call, and accuse me of disrespect for not telling him where I went. Once, I tried to attend my cousin's bridal shower. He said, if you step out of this house, don't come back. I stayed home, and that was the first time I realized my world had started shrinking. Quietly, skillfully, completely. One evening, he came home angry and quiet. I asked, did I do something wrong? He looked at me and said, you know what you did. I didn't. He ignored me for days, not speaking, not looking at me until I broke down crying, apologizing for something I didn't even understand. Then he said, that's better. You should always know when to say sorry. Another time he said, I embarrassed him at a friend's dinner because I spoke too much. You always want to shine. You love attention. That night, I replayed the evening in my mind. I had only answered questions politely, smiled when spoken to, laughed once or twice. But by morning, I believed him. I actually apologized for being too loud. I began to doubt my memory, my words, even my sanity. He had mastered the art of making me question myself until I could no longer trust my own version of reality. To everyone outside, he was the perfect husband. At family gatherings, he held my hand and called me my queen. He would post pictures of us online with captions like forever mine, while I was dying silently inside. Once during church service, he whispered, smile, through clenched teeth, which I frowned slightly. When people complimented how lucky I was to have him, he would reply, she's my biggest blessing. At first, a smile, my stomach twisting, because I knew once we got home, he would tear that blessing apart. One Sunday evening, he embarrassed me in front of his friends because I brought the wrong brand of wine. You can't even get a simple thing right, he said, laughing as they joined in. I laughed too, pretending it was a joke, but that night I cried quietly into my pillow until my eyes burned. For years, I thought I was the problem. I prayed, fasted, read marriage books, and blamed myself for not being submissive enough. But the harder I tried, the colder he became. Then one night, unable to sleep, I was scrolling through YouTube. when I stumbled upon a woman talking about narcissistic abuse. She described a relationship where love felt like a reward, not a right. Apologies were tools for manipulation. The victim was slowly isolated and gaslighted into silence. I froze. Every word she said sounded like my life. I replayed the video 3 times, tears streaming down my eyes. For the first time, someone gave a name to the monster I was living with. It wasn't love, it was control. It wasn't me losing my mind, it was him making me question it. That night, I stayed up reading articles, watching stories, learning about narcissistic circles. I realized I had been stuck between devaluation and discard for years, waiting for the man who once adored me to return. But he was never real. That man was just the mask he wore to trap me. Now I know who he really is, but that deep rooted fear for him still resides in me. I'm scared to conceive the thoughts to leave because I fear he can read my mind and know my plans. I'm so emotionally broken. I feel helpless. I know those are lies he told me to keep me trapped, and sadly, I have believed everything. I fear I can't live a day without him. Even though he is my pain, he is still my guide. Wow. You know, this story is very heavy and it's so painful that women are going through this. Now, how can somebody be going through pain and still say somebody pain is a guide? That she has gotten to the point that she's beginning to believe that lies are true. In this case, what do you think?
When somebody is believing the lie they are telling her, right?
It's now the normal. The lies have become normal.
Yeah, it usually happen when a woman doesn't know her value, first of all. Because I think we should come from the point where we should start teaching people about this narcissist. Because when you know what, when you recognize it and know what it is, it will help you to navigate. It will help you to know how to go about it.
Yes.
When you don't know about it, anything, when you get into it and the whole thing is happening, before you know, you want to start believing what they are saying. But
True.
when you know your core value and know what you're actually against, you know how to go about it.
Yeah,
So
like
most
they say, what you don't know is bigger than you.
yes, so most women are unfortunate because they don't know about this issue.
True.
So when they get into there, when life has tossed them, the next thing is just to start believing whatever, and they start losing their mind. So the best approach first, let's pleading with the educational sector. This is the first thing they should start. These things should be taught as a course in school.
Yes.
Even our children, they should know about it. Do you get? So by the time they are growing up, they already know that, okay, there's something like this. When you see somebody behaving like that, you already know that this person has this personality. This narcissist personal disorder is a problem.
Big problem.
It's a big problem in the society that
a disorder.
a lot of people need to know about it.
Yes.
Sometimes it happens because some children grow up in a toxic environment. They grow up having this mindset that this is normal. So when they grow, marry, they now feel like, okay, I can still do the same. Maybe they saw their parents doing the same thing to their mother or something. It can be from the men or from the women.
Yes.
Do you get? So depending on where they got it from, they will just start reacting.
Can be a man or a woman. Yes.
So it's a disorder that they need to work on.
Yes.
Do you get? So by the time the people start having idea, and I love the fact that we're talking about this particular topic.
Yes.
That will bring to light what this thing means. Once people realize what it is, it will help them to know how to go about it. When you sense someone acting that way, you know how to follow that person.
Yes.
Do you get?
Because there was a time I started studying about narcissists.
Okay.
Because I realized that, do you know that in our everyday lives, maybe 20 or 30 out of 100 people are actually narcissists, but they don't know that they are narcissists.
Yes.
I was studying this character, would I say characteristics or disorder or whatever it's called. And then I was amazed at how many people are narcissists and they don't know. Now, this, like, you see this story from the beginning part, she said, he was beginning to say, your friend, you know what they do? They come as sweet, they are always nice people.
Very gentle,
That-
sweet
that-
talking.
Even when you are talking about them to people, people don't believe you. They are like,
they see
what
you
are
as
you
the problem.
saying? You are now the problem.
They see you as the
so
problem.
they are always so nice, so kind, so in fact now and then what they do is that what narcissists do, they are very particular about their victims. They don't choose people anyhow. Narcissists don't choose partners anyhow. They look for people they can control because they have that controlling, they are controlling
Yes,
people.
yes.
They know how to control
Yes.
people. So they don't just go for people anyhow. They are very particular about their victims. And then when they now get this person, they now try to isolate you from the world.
From the world,
They
from
keep
your
your
relatives,
family
your friends.
away,
Yeah.
your friends, they will isolate you so that nobody is even coming close
to you to know. They
so
don't
that
let anybody
when
into
they
their
are
space.
trying to control you, they are controlling. It is you
Nobody
for
can
them.
advise you. Yeah.
It is you. Nobody is advising you. Now, when they now notice that there is somebody who maybe is seeing through them, they try to get close to that person. It's either they take you away from that person. If they say that they're not able to take you away, they now try to get close so that they can use that person against you.
you.
Now we have these people. They are
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Exactly.
We have them as men. We even have them as
Women.
women who try to control other people's lives. Now, they will get you to the point that when they are done with you, they will break that person.
Everything.
Then the person now becomes shadow of himself. Now, she's now seeing somebody who is controlling her as a guide. Now, her mentality has now become so sick and shifted that she now sees the wrong as correct. So, this thing is disturbing. What are the basics? What solutions? How do we, when we see a narcissist, how do I know, for those, I'm asking this question for those who are yet to marry, how do I know that this is a narcissist? What are the things I should really look out beyond the niceness to make me say, this person, I should be careful, I should look deeper?
Okay, firstly, for the young girls out there, the single ones, when you want to look out for those narcissists, first, if you're having a guy or you're dating and then you're always together and maybe when you answer call and you're sharing your idea with him about your friend, he's always like not interested and he's always telling you, be careful of that, your friend.
How to isolate you.
Yes, trying to isolate you, or maybe he always wants you to himself. He doesn't want you to mingle. Be careful.
Be warned. Be careful.
And then you notice that whenever there's an achievement, maybe there's something you're working on, they
Wow.
always want to talk you down from it. It's like, okay, you want to achieve this.
Part of their breaking point.
What's the essence of that in you? You're a girl.
You must not
don't
be
need
bigger
this.
than them.
Yes, it's men that will go for. Maybe you want to do your masters. Let's take for example. And then you're telling him, I want to, go and acquire a master's, and they'll tell you, no, for now you don't need it. Watch out.
Watch out.
There's a post I was watching. One guy was just naming all these things. He called it wickedness. When I saw that post, I was laughing. He said, there are men that are wicked. When you see a wicked man and you are seeing all these signs, you should be careful.
Yes.
That man is a wicked person. He's not a
Yes.
wicked person. He's a disorder.
It's sick. That
That
is
is disorder.
sickening.
So it's something they need to look out for.
Yes.
When they see a man that does not want you to
Progress.
outshine him, be careful.
Be very
that
careful.
person is one
Yes.
person.
Yes.
You get, so they don't want you to be the head, or maybe they don't, or maybe let's say for example, you're a lady that people see as a leader in any environment you are. And maybe whenever they are doing something, they always want to call you to come and give your own opinion or something. And he's always
telling you cannot go. No,
just know
not
that
that
man
place.
is-
Controlling.
Men should be supportive.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Men
Support
should
your
support
vision.
your vision.
Even a woman
Whatever
should
thing you
support
want,
her
they
husband.
should even tell you, baby, go.
Yes.
Go, I support you. Go
Yes.
and do this.
Yes.
They should be happy seeing their
progress.
women progress.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
the other way around. So when
Yes.
you see a man doing that, it's a problem. Just know that
Yes.
person is one person.
Yes.
So these are the things I'm telling the young women. When you are in a relationship and you see a man acting that way, run for your life.
Yes. True.
Avoid it.
True.
To avoid going into it, and at the end of the day, you're looking for how to pull out. Firstly, but for the people who are already in there, there are still solutions on how you can walk your way around it. As far as there's no violence. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I have a case of someone who is already inside it.
Wow.
Do you get? So at first she felt like, okay, this guy is the best person for me. She had other suitors coming. We pleaded with her. She said no, that this person is just, because she felt
He
at
was
the point
really
this guy
nice
was
at
coming, he
first.
was nice.
Very nice.
And the guy was humble.
That's how they
because
come.
The guy was humble because he doesn't have money. All right. So she was the one that is always on top and all that. So the guy was showing her this respect. She felt like, okay, this guy is humble, he's submissive. Okay, I think I can go with this person. There was so much advice she refused. She went ahead with that marriage. She was even the one that supported the guy. The guy got something doing.
Wow.
Immediately they got into the marriage. That was when the guy showed up
Real
himself.
color.
His real color came out. He was not supporting the wife. As I speak to you now, the lady is someone who was at the top of her career.
Wow.
The lady would have been one of the people you're hearing when it comes to politics and all that. But today, she's at home, nursing children.
My God.
Do you understand? So the vision, all the things she had has died. In fact, at this period now, like I've been on her case for some time now.
Yeah.
Like I've been walking her through it. Do not let this break
Wow.
you. Sometimes when I even see her, it's a beautiful lady that when you see her, nobody will pass her on the road that will not look her way, like
God.
want to know what she has so much. You understand? But right now, she has, she has
Broken
that
to
the
the
guy
point. He has broken
her.
her to the point that he has dragged
My
her down.
God, this thing is a problem.
It's
So,
a serious
and
problem.
sometimes I will tell her, do not let yourself die like this. Come out, still be you. At least dress well, because even dress well now is a problem. One of the days she told me she finished dressing and the husband saw her and said, "What are you wearing? Why are you wearing trousers?"
And funny enough, these men,
They look
outside.
What are you
They
saying?
have girls. See, these men, they have babes
Girlfriends
outside.
that do makeup, that when they come out, you're wondering, so this person can walk out with this person.
I'm telling
but
you.
they don't like their wife dressing that way.
Just because they want to control.
See, I was once
because they want
going
to control the
growing
woman.
up, there was a guy I dated. I was once going to be in that situation. That guy will always tell me, why you wear, if I wear bright colors like what you're wearing, he will tell me, why are you wearing yellow color? I say, why? He said, you always want people to see you. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. So the color I'm wearing is not good. He said, you don't wear shouty color. He always want me to wear dark color.
So that you won't be seen.
And thank God I realized it on time. I ran. You can't make up. You do make up. You tell you, please go and clean it. One of the days I told you, you don't toss me around. You don't do that. You can't tell me what to do. This is my life. If I love doing makeup, right from day one, like growing up, I like making up. You can't tell me to stop. This is what I love doing. And that is why today I go into it as a career. You get? So
yeah.
anytime, even recently, I know one of the days he saw one of my pictures. He was like, this is you. I was on natural face. He was like, this is you. I said, I know you always love natural face, but leave me. The husband that married me love me the way I am. If I make up and come and he likes me. So why can't you support my vision? When anything I do is a problem. You get? I wear shouty color. You think men will be seeing you. But then he used to say, if I dress that way, men will see me. That it's only girls that are into men, people that do wrongs, that wear such outfits. He made, honestly, at a point,
people's eyes are for what?
At some point,
you.
do you know?
But if your husband
I almost
trusts
started
you,
buying
don't
the
be
idea.
afraid.
I no longer wear things I'm supposed to. Like if I want to bring out a sharp cut, I just say, if I wear this thing now, people will start perceiving me like maybe I'm a wrong girl or something like that. I'll go and dump it and start looking for color that is calm and all that. But because I know my value, thank God I know all these things.
But that's
early.
bondage.
That's
It's
what
a
I'm saying.
cage. It's like you are putting
girls
someone in a
should
cage.
know
That's
this.
a trap. You have trapped somebody so much. That's like a cage. Because it's just like you put somebody in a box. You know, like what you said now. This person is supposed to be someone that we should be hearing of
Now. Like
politically,
she's, oh my God.
You know, but because you are married to someone who is, and they are so selfish, so self-centered, me. Now, he's just concerned about him keeping you in a cage. But that's a very big problem. It's bigger than what we are saying.
It is.
You now put somebody in a cage, and you don't want the person to just, as in, the person is just trapped. And you know one funny thing is, these partners now get so trapped to the point that you now begin to feel like, okay, it's just like you put an animal in a cage and the animal is now used to the cage. I want to just stay in this cage. Let me just stay
be
here.
there and you're enjoying the
And you're
whole
just
thing.
there. Now, the problem is there are women who have been able to deal with these things, because you mentioned something about the person that you know who is able to deal with it. There are some other women who may not be strong enough to be able to handle these things, because these narcissists, they have different ways of breaking people. They use words, they use a lot of things, but control is like a basic thing. control is a basic thing, because I've seen people who are narcissists who don't even talk a lot. They don't talk, oh, they hardly talk. But even if once in a while they could say one or two things to make you feel like, okay, like the story now, she mentioned that he just came home one day and he was just moody. What did I do? Nothing. She keeps apologizing for
not doing
nothing.
anything.
So, and then the next thing he said, you should know when to say sorry. There was another place in the story where, in presence of other people, he was like, you don't
Embarrassed.
even know the kind of drink to bring. Come on. This is your wife. So even if you want to attack her, why not talk to her behind closed doors? And the friends were laughing. It was like she became caricature for them. Now, there are women who are strong enough to
take it.
no matter how you hit me, we will hit ourselves back. But there are some that are not able to deal with this thing. How do women who are not able, what should they do? Those who are not able to be strong enough to deal with this, what steps should they take in this kind of case?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think
Yeah.
this is where training comes in.
Yes.
I always tell women, when I notice you're this person that you're very soft and this kind of thing can easily break you, I will tell you, get a mentor.
Yes. Speak to someone.
who is very experienced
True.
in this issue.
True.
Talk to that person.
True.
And let me tell you another thing I will always tell them, it's going to be a secret between you and the person. Do not let your husband to know about it.
Yes.
Because once they know,
Uh-huh.
you won't be able to achieve
They
what
will
you
kill
wanted.
you from
Yes.
that person. That person will be
Yes.
far away from
So
you.
it's going to be your own personal thing. He's not going to be aware of it. Anytime he's not around and you feel you're down,
There's someone
always
you
call
should
that
talk
person.
to.
Always talk to somebody, because if
Yes.
you don't talk to somebody, that's when depression comes in. That's when a lot of things, even a lot of thoughts, even suicidal thoughts used to come in. You see a lot of people
Yes.
who want to kill themselves.
Yes.
So this is where all these things come in from.
Yes.
Now, when you have such person, always go to that person. This is where training comes in.
Yes.
The person will take you through it. It's not going
Yes.
to be easy,
Yes.
but just open your mind towards receiving this training.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go through, the person will tell you how to always answer when you should answer. How to always take in, because these ones that are strong already, I think they build their confidence. So
Yeah.
when it happens, like the person I'm telling you, she has already built, she will always tell you, I expect the unexpected. So when her husband do something like that, she'll just look at me. Sometimes you even want, like, how are you doing it? She'll just laugh and say, see this one, I already
She
know
has
him.
built herself to the point
I
that
already know him, so it doesn't bother her. She knows how to follow this man all
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
I said there's even a point, there's a particular time, I heard that she had this lady has a car before she married this guy. So after she married the guy took over the car. She no longer drives. The guy now is the one driving the car, if she wants to go to work.
No, now you say submit to your husband.
Yes.
Everybody say, hey,
so
submit
if she
to your
wants to go to
husband.
car, she wants to go to work, she had to ask the guy
She has
to
to
drive her.
beg for her own car.
In fact, before she even go to work, she was just lucky that where she's working, she's loved around her. So when she's working, there's a room for her to choose when to come to work and not when to come. You
Okay.
get that? So now, anytime she wants to go to work, she will have to beg the husband, are you going to be so time?
Wow, you her own car.
Yes, let the guy will be the one say, okay, let's do it tomorrow. So she will now tell the
So
office, I'm coming
he
to the office.
he chooses when she even goes to work.
Exactly. So when these things were happening, one of the days, I think there was a particular event she was supposed to go to. She already told this guy that she was going to go for this event. The guy now said, okay. Do you know that morning? The guy woke up and said he has the same event, like it was a child education of one of her friends. The guy woke up and said that one of his friends too is doing child education. So for that reason, she should find her way. The guy drove the car and left, leaving her and the children. So when I heard that, I was just laughing. I said, so how did she manage? She ended up not going for that thing. Even though it didn't hurt her. She already know that this one, I already know is like that. She already, in her mind, she has learned how to follow this man. So it's not a problem because ordinarily she has built herself to be like that. But for those who has not learned how to go about this thing, you need someone to walk you through it.
Yeah.
First of all, once you know you love your family, you love your home, and you want to stay with this man because of your children, you learn how to follow that person. So that peace of mind is very important too. Peace of
Very
mind,
true.
first of all,
Very
you
true.
give yourself peace of mind.
Very true.
And then tell yourself that this cannot break you.
Very true.
Make sure you know your value and do not let down on your value no matter what happens.
Yes.
Don't let your guards down.
Yes.
Just make sure you still hold that value.
Yes.
No matter what
If
he
not,
does.
you become a shadow
Yes,
of yourself without
exactly.
you knowing.
Exactly.
You become a shadow of yourself
Just
without
killing
you knowing.
Yes.
You will
So-
just move gradually to that point, and you won't even know that you are there.
So you just need a mentor. I think that's the best thing that can help you go
Need to
through
talk
it.
to
And the
someone.
mentor you're getting, let it be someone who is capable of doing it.
Yes. Yes.
Even if you don't have, ask around. People will tell you.
Yes.
That's why sometimes you will hear people go for rehabilitation center. Sorry.
Rehabilitation,
Rehab,
yes.
So you go through rehab and get your sanity back.
Yes.
Don't let this
Yes,
thing
it
break you.
affects
Because
sanity.
sometimes people might not, if you're not someone who is always free with people and you don't know how to walk yourself through this thing, ask people. They can take you to somebody who is already into
A
this.
professional.
Yes, let them walk you through it.
Yes,
You get?
yes.
So I think this is how they can go about it. If not, I don't think the next thing is you'll be losing your mind.
Yes, and another,
You know, so-
I think another point I still want to bring out, because you have really done justice to this, because but what I can see is this narcissist thing. It's something that you cannot finish talking about in one day. It's a very big.
The story is
It's
big.
a very big and broad thing.
Thing.
And honestly, to you, our dear sister who shared your story, I really am pained in my heart for what you are going through. And I hope that you're able to speak with someone. You really need, like our guest said, you really need to speak with someone. Now, another thing I'm bothered about is children from this kind of homes. Because whether you like it or not,
They are seeing
these
all these things,
children, they will grow up with this. It's a
Mentality.
disorder. It's a sickness. I call it a sickness. They now grow up with this sick mentality that it's okay to
behave
treat
like
your
that.
partner like this. In this case, this situation, what do you advise in raising children in this kind of homes? Because if the woman, if we're saying the woman should stay and try to make it work, what happens to these children?
Okay, before now I had mentioned that the educational sector should come into
True.
training,
True.
talk about this topic.
True.
If it's possible, it should be a broad course to teach
Honestly, it's something
let
that
them
to be
know
taught.
about it. Why I said the educational, so that they can help the parents who are not really enlightened about
Yes,
it, because there are
yes.
people who are not really
Enlightened,
So
yeah.
now, if the educational sector starts this thing, it's going to help a lot. And then the woman first had to be whole, which is why I said you need to meet a mentor who will walk you through it. By the time somebody walk you through it and you have your sanity back,
Yes.
you can be able to call your child. When
Yes.
you see your child
Teach
misbehaving,
your children.
you pick your child and say, no, this thing is wrong.
Don't hide it.
Even though you see daddy doing this.
Yes, don't hide it. Say
Daddy
it.
used to do it, it's not good.
Yes,
This
don't
is
hide
how to follow this. This is how
Yes,
to do. So that you
yes.
don't go and put another
Innocent girl or innocent boy.
into this thing.
Yes.
So and start suffering another
Yes,
person's child.
yes.
It is wrong to do
Yes,
this.
yes.
Do you get? So this is where I said, training comes in.
Yes.
By the time you train yourself and get used to this thing, get your value back, get your sanity back.
Yes.
You can be able to talk to your own child and
Yes.
say, do not do this.
Yes, yes.
So by the time you're training them, because children tend to do what their mother tells them, that is why we call the women the nurturer. They're the one that
Yes.
nurtures us.
Yes.
You see, no matter who is growing, you see a senator today doing well, look at that person's mother. You see a child doing wrong, look at that person's mother. So it's the mothers that will help the children go through this. Even though the teachers
the
in
molding.
school,
The mother is the one doing the molding.
yeah, so even the teachers in school is helping, but the mother is the main person. So first of all, get whole,
Yeah.
get your sanity back, and then you'll be able to stand and take your children through this training.
True. I heard someone say that mothers are the water in the lives of a child.
Exactly. So
The mothers are the water in the lives of a child. If you see a child that you cannot have a useless child with a praying mother. You cannot
Exactly.
have a useless child with a mother who is conscious about molding the life
and
and future
again,
of that
something
child.
dropped in my mind now. You know,
Yeah.
when we talk about this narcissist, it's not only the women, it's not only the guys.
Yes, even
The
women.
women are involved.
There are
too.
women who
so
are
whereby,
narcissists too.
because I spoke about a mother taking the child through the training.
Yeah, yeah.
So whereby that the lady is the person, involved that has this disorder.
Then the
the
man.
men should take the mantle.
Yes.
You understand
So
what I'm
it-
saying?
it's-
So the men do not
it's
keep
work for
quiet, even
parents.
though you find a way to walk around it and manage your partner.
Yes.
Make sure your children are being
Be
taken
open
through
about
this.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
So even though I'm talking about the women being the nurturer and all that, the men you still have a work to do.
Yes,
If you have
true.
a partner who is like that,
Yes.
make sure that you are not the one who imbibing those values
In the
into your
children,
children.
yes.
So that they don't grow and carry this thing and go and treat another person's child
Yes,
wrongly.
true.
So these are the things we need to put in place before
Yeah.
any other thing. Because
True.
these things is this particular topic, like I can't get
It's
tired
very
of talking
broad.
about it.
It's very
It's
broad.
very broad. There are so many stories around it.
Yes.
That if we start talking about it here, we can't end this section. So, but we are going to try as much as we can to tell you the main points that you need to look out for and how to go about it.
Sure.
So make sure you take care of your children.
Yes.
Those children are going to be they say they are
Yes.
the future generation. So
Yes.
you make sure you take them through this training so that they
Yes.
don't make the same mistake their parents are making. All right.
Thank you. So, Mrs. Selling Doris, thank you so much. You have done justice
Thank you.
with me on this story. So, I just want to round it up with the case, the issue or the aspect of the children, because at the end of the day, these are the ones who are most affected by this, because we adults, husband, wife, we know how to work through it. Some of us have developed strategies on how to manage our partners. But these children, Bible says, children are the heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. God gave the children to us as a gift. We are caretakers, and it's our responsibility to make sure that these children grow up right. They grow up with the right mentality.
Yeah.
They grow up with the right training, so that they don't take that mentality or that disorder to another innocent person who probably even grew up in a
Not
well-trained home,
Yeah.
who doesn't even have an idea of a thing like this, and then the person now starts facing something that they never ever dreamed of facing. So let's not be quiet about these things. We are in a world, or at the world and generation is going to the point that so many things are happening in our generation and time now that we do not need to keep quiet with our children. No hiding anything. Open up to these children. In fact, children know more than we think that they know. You know, when parents do things behind closed doors, we think, they don't know. You are just joking. Children, they know beyond what you think they know. Open up to them. Tell them, when you see your child taking that route, your partner is maybe the narcissist, call that child to order. Say, this thing you are doing, this. Make sure you raise your child well in a way that even God will be happy that the child I put in your hand, you have done a good job about it. So we are not to fail as parents in this assignment. And I pray that God helps us all in Jesus' name. So we have come to the end of another episode of Hard Talk with Lydia. If you have any stories or concerns you want to share, you have the number on your screen. Please reach out and let's talk.